Good evening, Wildcat fans, and welcome to another game of Eagan Wildcat High School softball. I'm Chad Bailey, and joined by Daryl Borger. We'll be announcing this afternoon's game between Eagan Wildcats and the Anoka Tornadoes. The Eagan Wildcats just came off of a walk-off win, 6-5 over the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, while Anoka lost 9-5 to the Wayzata Trojans. Starting in the pitcher's mound, or based on a coin flip, Anoka won the flip and is the home team. Alexa Dusterhoff will pitch to her sister, Abby Dusterhoff, while number 55, hard-hitting and on a streak, Nicole Casilius will start off the game with a foul ball back to the fence.
Picking up where they left off in the first game. First pitch swinging. You like it, you hit it. Had some success with that last game.
One-on-one count. I'm talking to their coach between games. Made the comment that they were saving Alexis for this game and for the next game, but had a little bit of control, a little bit of struggles against Wayzata. See if they correct that going into this first inning. Obviously, Wildcats are flying high, coming off beating the number 6 team in the state, the Jaguars. Ground ball back to Alexa. Throws over to first baseman Zoe Krupp and retires Nicole for the first time today. That brings up number 34, Gabby Beerley. For the Tornadoes, we have Bree Thies at third base, Brooklyn Jones at shortstop, Paige Schultz at second base, Zoe Crump at first base, and behind the plate, Abby Dusterhoff. In the circle is her sister Alexa. Gabby takes strike one. Always looks it all the way back to the catcher's glove. Gabby had a good game last game.
Gabby's fun to watch. She's aggressive at the plate. She's aggressive on the base pads. Very disciplined.
Gabby was 1 for 4 with a run, scored, gets the ground ball to second baseman Paige Schultz, over to Zoe Crump, and retires the second batter. 2 outs.
Next up, senior captain, number 83. Addie Goyle.
So now, brings up Addie Goyle. Addie was 1 for 4 in the last game as well. Scored a run, had an RBI. Foul ball back out of play. Ball high. Our plate umpire today is John Tuza, and our field umpire is Pete Holler. They did a nice job in the first game. Ball up. We have 2 balls and 1 strike. For the most part, the Wildcats are going to stay with the same lineup, except for Emma Stahlberger and Catherine Vanderlock, 2 seniors who didn't play in the first game, will play in this one. Pop fly to short right field. Haley Thurber is under it, makes the catch, and retires the side. 3 up, 3 down at the top after a half of an inning. It's 0-0.
Score in the top half of the first inning. Tornadoes coming to bat.
All right, welcome back to Northview Park, where the Eagan Wildcats are taking on the Anoka Tornadoes. Beautiful day here for softball. After a 1-2-3 top of the inning, or top of the first inning, the Tornadoes come to bat. In the circle for this game is freshman Drew Busley, throwing to Megan Dierberger. As we talked about, a couple small defensive changes in this game. Playing in left field is Nicole Casilius, and playing in right field is Emma Stahlberger. The rest of the infield stays the same as it was in the first game. Drew comes in with 2 balls, no strikes. Drew's a freshman. He's gotten some good opportunities to throw this year. Continues to develop as a pitcher. This is her 3rd start of the season. She's 1-1. She has a 6.8 ERA.
Our number 1 and 2 pitchers are lefties.
Who wasn't sure, didn't get the call on that one. And Maddie Spa, center fielder for the Tornadoes, draws the walk. That brings up catcher Abby Dusterhoff, sophomore, younger sister of the senior, oh no, twins, they must be twins, who's pitching today. There's a bunt down the first base line, foul ball. Sarah Borger hopped on it, looked good.
I like the aggressive corners. I think she tried to get to it before it went foul, knowing that she had the advantage there to get the runner, but it did roll foul.
Another bunt, steal this time, no throw down.
Tough pitch to handle with the base runner taking off on the pitch in the dirt. Made a good decision not to throw it.
1-1 count. Ball outside. So Drew comes in, working to find that zone. She has 9 strikeouts and 19 walks on the season. Gets that high pitch outside over the plate. Little punch, ball just gets underneath. Addie Goyle can't quite make the play. It was one of those in-between plays. Tried to go after it, good hard effort. Lands in there for a single, and smart base running as Jalen Hemsworth came to try to help. Nobody was at third base. We go 1st and 3rd. Going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Number 5, Kenzie Flickinger, sophomore, comes in to run for Abby. So it's 1st and 3rd, nobody out. My guess is in this situation that we're looking to, Christian Duncan will be looking mostly to get an out. Maybe that lead runner if we can get the ball put in play. Showing bunt in the dirt. And Flickinger makes her way down to second base.
Drew's having trouble finding her groove early. She'll come around.
There's a hard line drive into center field. Gabby Beerley is there. She comes up firing. Throws it all the way into home. On the throw, Brooklyn Jones will run down to second base, and Anoka jumps out to an early 1-0 lead.
Probably not the start the Cats were looking for.
Not coming off that big win that they had. No, agreed. Ball in the dirt. So unfortunately, opposite of what happened with Nicole, Drew's not finding that first pitch strike. Getting ourselves into a little bit of trouble. There's nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the called strike that she's looking for there. Anoka bench is urging on Zoe Crump. Hard ground ball up the middle. Gabby Beerley is going to be looking to come home with it. There's going to be a play. No, there's not. Throw down to second. Not in time. Hard ground ball up the middle. Unfortunately, Gabby's got the arm, but just wasn't quite on target with that one. Threw the ball up the line a little too far. May have been a play at the plate had it been right at the plate. They also don't get the runner going down to second base, so a quick 3-run lead for the Tornadoes.
With nobody out.
This is the pitcher, Alexa Dusterhoff. Great changeup right there by Drew. Sometimes when you can't find the strike with your fastball, you just got to go to the off-speed pitch or something that curves a little bit to get that motion in place where you want it.
Hopefully that gains her a little confidence.
So we have 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh. Eddie hesitated on that play. Probably could have thrown it over to first to get the out. Made a great effort on trying to get that low sinking line drive. Doesn't quite come up with it. So comes up, looks her over, doesn't make the play. So we have first and second. We have a courtesy runner. I didn't get the number, but courtesy runner. Brings up number 23, Brianna Thies. Burst in second, nobody out. Looking to get that first out. It's a called strike there. 1-1. Wildcats in this situation down 3-0. We will take the out here as the Wildcats. There's a hard. Oh, that ball slips past Nicole. She knocked it down kind of.
Oh my goodness. Things are kind of spiraling on the Cats.
Couple plays that maybe we normally would have made. On the throw into third base. Ball sneaks away. So Nicole knocked it down. Oh, if Jalen catches that clean, that's probably an out. It was a really good throw by Nicole onto the base.
Agreed. That's all the Cats need here is get that first out. Stop the bleeding, as they say. Get that first out. Try to build on it.
After the euphoria of the last game, going down 4-0 is just tough. Yeah, so it looks like Christian Duncan's making a quick move here. pulls Drew Busley out. It's freshman number 51, Ellie Johnson, getting her first varsity experience. She's pitched a number of games down at the JV level.
Good to pitch for the Cats, number 51. Ellie Johnson.
Hey, all you Haley, here we go. Do what you do best. 2-0, huh? You got 12 behind you. Let's go.
Catherine, did you get that inning changed to the first inning? It's still in the first inning.
Oh.
Hey, come on here, 2-0. Hey, nobody runners. Nobody.
Just keep
Anyone
kicking.
that way?
Next up, the right fielder, Haley Thurber.
Oh, crap. So, all right. Sorry, live mics. Not used to this. All right, so Ellie Johnson into pitch. Number 20, Haley Thurber is up. Ball in the dirt, knocked aside by Megan Dierberger. Nobody moves on the base paths. Just a ball.
Come on, Haley.
There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I believe Johnson did pitch earlier today.
She did.
The JV squad went undefeated.
They did. JV was undefeated today. Got 3 wins. You know, they've struggled a little bit, but it just talks about how strong the South Suburban Conference really is. And whether it's the varsity level or the JV level, the softball that's played down in this conference is pretty unbelievable. We're at 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a fly ball to right field. Foul ball. Emma Stahlberger makes a great effort to go after it.
Okay, here we go.
Coach having a little discussion with Ellie. Not sure what the issue is.
I think they were a little bit off on Coach Duncan's not sure that she was seeing all the pitches the way that he was calling them.
Okay.
There's a big strikeout right
Her
there
first.
for Ellie Johnson. Gets her first strikeout of her young varsity career. She's a freshman. So 4-0, second and third, 1 out. The 8th batter is up in the inning. Number 12, second baseman, Paige Schultz. Ground ball to Jalen Hemsworth, comes over, makes the play, gets the out. In that situation, young pitcher, we need the out. Great play by Jalen.
Agreed. Strong throw.
Good hard throw by Jalen across. Ball outside. So now batting number 24, or a left fielder, Sydney Kress. Anoka's put up a 5 spot here in the first inning. Off-speed pitch for Ellie Johnson. Comes in, there's a ball. We're at 2 balls and no strikes.
Coach went back to that changeup and a 3-0 count.
Got it across for the strike. Looking here to get 1 pitch across, get the ground ball, get back in the dugout. That'll work too. Good hard swing there by Sydney Kress. Missed it. Ooh. Great off-speed pitch, not ready for it. Gets the called strike, so LEJ comes in, gets 2 strikeouts and a ground out, and gets us out of the inning, only giving up the 1 extra run. So after 1 full inning, it's 5-0 Anoka on ETV.
Let's go!
All right, welcome back. We're in the top of the 2nd inning here at Northview Park as the Eagan Wildcats are taking on the Anoka Tornadoes. Next up is going to be number 23, Megan Dierberger. After a 1-2-3 inning in the first one, the Wildcats will be looking here to try to get a couple of hits and get something started to claw back into this game. A little bit of a spinning pitch there, swing and a miss by Megan.
Let's see what the Cats have. After going down 5-0. Be nice to claw, like you said, claw back into this. With a mark here in the 2nd inning.
A lot of times as when I was coaching, I'd say just put up a crooked number. Just get us 2. Just get us back into it. You got to score to win. So that's a strikeout for Megan Dierberger, her first one of the day. Next up will be number 50, Sarah Borger. Alexa's got a bit of a different little motion there, and Sarah pops her up to the shortstop, Brooklyn Jones, for the 2nd out of the inning. So 5 up, 5 down for Alexa. Emma Stahlberger did not play in the first game, so this is her first at-bat of the day. She's one of our senior captains. Takes called first strike. Emma this is her 12th plate appearance. She's got a couple of hits, scored 4 runs. Little check swing ground ball to shortstop Brooklyn Jones, and just like that, it's 6 up, 6 down for the Wildcats. So after 1.5, it's still 5-0 Anoka on ETV. All right, welcome back to Northview Park. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Wildcats are looking to do to the Tornadoes what they've done to them so far, and that is to shut them down here. So we're at the top of the lineup. Maddie Spa walked last time up on 4 straight pitches. Getting settled in here. Christian makes his call. Lefty slapper. Defense on the left side of the lineup will want to be paying attention to that. Maddie Spa is one of their top hitters, batting .478 coming into the weekend. Not sure what she's done this weekend, but has 11 hits. Little slappy, little pokey over the top of the third baseman. And a great tag there. So it looked like it was Nicole Casillas coming up firing, hits Ella Bailey at second base. Ella puts the tag on Maddie Spa and gets the out. So
little technical difficulty on the replay, but it's a great play to get that speedy Spa leadoff.
little fly ball into center field, right to Gabby Beerley. She's there to make the play. Second out of the inning. So Ellie Johnson comes in and retires 5 in a row. Brings up shortstop. Brooklyn Jones, a little flare into center field. That's going to get down for a hit. It was not a hard hit ball, but just in front of the center fielder and just out of reach of the infielders. That's the second time that she's gone up the middle. Had a ground ball up to the center fielder. Now a little flare into center field. Brings up Zoe Crump, who had a hard hit single up the middle last time up. Foul ball down the left field line. Zoe comes in batting .304. 7 hits and 23 at-bats, but leads the team in RBIs.
Tough pitch for the catcher to make as the runner goes.
Yep. Nothing you could do on that play there. Megan did a good job blocking the ball. Probably be scored as a wild pitch because it bounced before it got to the plate. Ball up and away, so we're 2 balls and 1 strike on Zoe Crump. Zoe's a senior, pitches, plays first base. Just missed on the inside part of the plate there. Looked pretty close. Didn't get the call. Christian Duncan asks our home plate umpire kind of where that was. Just inside. That's a little flare fly ball to left field. Nicole Casillas runs underneath of it. That gets the third out. And Ellie Johnson retires 3 out of 4 batters. And we go to the bottom of the second inning, top of the third inning, with Anoka leading 5-0. right, we're now into the top of the third inning. After 6 up, 6 down, the Wildcats will look to get off the Schneid and try to put a runner on base. Batting now is number 2 designated player, Catherine Vandelak. Catherine joined the Eagan Wildcats back in 2019 after she moved from Washington, D.C. Gets that ball flying up in the air. Right fielder had it in her glove, but drops it. Haley Thurber made a really nice play on that. It was out there fairly deep.
See if the Cats
but it drops down,
capitalize.
so exactly. So now, after the substitution, Ellie Johnson will bat in Drew Busley's spot. Takes a good hard swing at it. It's foul ball up, and Zoe Crump, first baseman, makes the play and retires Ellie Johnson. That brings up sophomore third baseman, number 7, Jalen Hemsworth. So Wildcats get the leadoff batter on for the first time in the game. And Jalen Hemsworth takes a good hard swing at that pitch. I'm noting that Alexa's got a bit of a weird release on that ball. She kind of throws it with like almost a curveball spin on it, kind of twisting that wrist over, which is a little bit different for some of these hitters to pick up on, I think. Jalen's down 0-2. Catcher throws down from her knee, trying to get Catherine after the ball. Jalen's worked this to a 2-2 count. She's looking to find her stride as a hitter. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Alexa Dusterhoff. Brings up number 55, Nicole Casilius. She's 0 for 1. Little ground ball back to the pitcher first time up. Takes a called strike outside. Really would like to get one of those patented doubles out of Nicole right here and get a run on the board. She's batting .548 on the season and has 5 of those doubles. It's a little pop fly into fair territory, and this is going to drop for a hit. Just a little bit of a ball's going to be back into the circle. Coach Carissa was trying to implore Nicole to go to second because the ball was out of the circle. But Nicole stays there. Brings up Gabby Beerley.
Next up, the junior center fielder, Gabby Beerley.
Gabby's second on the team in batting average. Third in OPS, which is on-base percentage plus slugging percentage. Having 10 hits on the season with 9 RBIs. Ball gets down and away. It's going to bring home Catherine Vandelak with play at home.
Slide.
Beats it. Great slide. Good hustle between the twins here, Alexa and Abby. But Catherine does make it in. And the Wildcats are on the board.
No hesitation that time by Catherine. Very strong slide. No chance.
Gets us a ball down. Ball. This is a ball. No strikes. 2 outs. Foul ball back to the screen. So the Wildcats score 1. Have a couple of hits. Bunt down the third baseline, barehanded by the third baseman, and does make the play. Bree Thies makes the play with a barehanded quick grab, gets Gabby Beerley at first base by a step, and that retires the side. So after 2.5 innings, the Wildcats get on the board with 1 run. It's 5-1 Anoka. All right, back here at Northview Park, bottom of the third inning. Ellie Johnson is looking to complete another inning, keeping the Anoka Tornadoes off balance. Alexa Dusterhoff, pitcher for today, had that hard sinking line drive to Addie Goyle in the first inning, pops up out of play for strike one. We talked about it earlier, and the first pitch strikes are so important. Ellie J seems to be doing a better job of getting that first pitch strike. Not quite to the same command that Nicole had in the first game, but we see the advantage of it here. Outside, Megan does a good job trying to frame that ball back into the strike zone. Umpire was not swayed. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Off speed pitch, tried to get out in front of it, fouls it off.
We've seen a handful of those already from Miss Ellie Johnson. Trying to get these hitters off balance.
They kind of just started timing up Drew. I'm not sure what it was, but they just had her number a little bit. Ball outside, works the count even. Looking to have another relatively quick inning here. Gonna be a little flare. Caught by Addie Goyle. Good job by the left side of the infield. I think Addie called her off. Jalen kind of just took off out of the way. Made a really nice play on that. And we get the first out of the inning. That brings up the 6th batter in the order, Bree Thies. She's playing third base today. Made that nice play on Gabby's bunt.
Come on here, come on, Bree.
Weird real ground ball to to second baseman. Hit her right in the chest, Ella Bailey. That ball spun out of there, kind of interesting. And got up on her shoulder. Checking her out, making sure she's okay. That's a well-hit ball, but that had a really wicked spin on it coming right out of the gate. It almost like it hit right in front of the plate. It took a hard right, or I guess a hard right.
Never.
Just checking Ella out. She seems like she's. Now they're going to sub out for her for right now. Took that ball really hard right off the upper chest area. That will bring in number 77, freshman Maddie Kenzie.
Hey, one here.
One out.
One out, one on. Haley Thurber is the batter. Swing and a miss. That off-speed pitch. LEJ's just a little bit slower than probably some of the pitchers they're used to seeing, and I think it's got them on their front foot a little bit and being very effective right now.
It is effective.
Haley Thurber is a freshman.
Imagine Duncan to keep going to that pitch. It's working.
Another swing and a miss. We have 2 strikes on Thurber. So far, Bree Thies is not showing any desire to steal. Ball outside. Good spot for that 0-2. See if she'll chase that pitch. Not a bad location for Ellie Johnson. Out of the outside corner, didn't swing, got the third strike, and second out of the inning. So that brings up second baseman Paige Schultz. She grounded out to Jalen Hemsworth in the last inning, or at the first inning. Called strike and a throw down by Megan Dierberger down to Sarah Borger. No hesitation on that throw. Looked really good. Bang, bang play. Just got underneath it.
Hey, come on, Paige, let's go here. Keep us going on 2. Nothing. Come on, let's
Paige Schultz hasn't had a lot of at-bats this year. This is only her 8th at-bat. It's going to be a hard ground ball up the middle, though. It's going to get out to Gabby Beerley. Gets a base hit. Advances the runner and brings up left fielder Sydney Kress. Sydney also hasn't had a lot of experience at the plate this year at the varsity level. This is just going to be her 6th at-bat coming into the weekend. May have played over in the Wayzata game. Looking to work out of a little bit of a jam. First and second, 2 outs. This being the 9th batter, it's a spot we really want to get out of. Try to get the out here. Coach Duncan comes out to talk to his pitcher and catcher, making sure they're on the same page. Coach Duncan leaves the circle, comes back in to the dugout. Ellie J and Megan are now on the same page, hopefully, and looking to go get a strike here with a 2-0 count. It's a key spot in the batting order with Maddie Spa sitting on deck. One of their best hitters. With lots of varsity experience. Doesn't get the call on the inside pitch. Looked pretty close. It's ball forward, low pitch right there. And she walks the bases loaded. Brings up their top batting average hitter, Maddie Spa, has a .478 batting average coming into today. Want to see this not end up with a hit. She had a walk in her first at bat and had that flare out to left field in the second at bat. Megan coming home. Nope, no play. So the pass ball doesn't hurt anything, just becomes a lot of running around. Still bases loaded. Need Ellie J to throw hard, get across the plate here. Be ready for that little slap hit from Maddie. Ground ball out to Maddie Kenzie, makes the easy play at second base and gets out of the inning. Great play there by Maddie. to turn and flip it to shortstop Addie Goyle. And so we are through 3 innings full. It's 5-1 Anoka on ETV. All right, welcome back. We are in the top of the 4th inning. The Wildcats are down 5-1, got themselves into that hole in the 1st inning. Have held the Tornadoes scoreless since. Addie Goyle, senior, pops up to center fielder Maddie Spa. She makes the play, and there's 1 out. Brings up catcher Megan Dierberger. She's a junior, one of the captains of the team.
I know Coach Dierberger would ask her to swing at that pitch. First pitch strike on the outside.
Ground ball to first baseman Zoe Crump. She makes the play, and there's 2 outs. Brings up number 50, Sarah Borger. She popped out to the shortstop her first time up. She's been hitting pretty well lately. She has a .367 batting average coming into this game. And she takes the count to 1-1. Pitch was a little bit low, but home plate umpire gave it to the pitcher, Alexa. She's pitching pretty well today in this game. The ball outside. Can he get something started
here?
Yeah, exactly.
Use a spark with 2 outs.
Little fly ball out to left field. Sydney Kress is underneath it. She hauls it in, makes the catch, and that's 3 outs. So we're through 3.5. A 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcats, and it's 5-1 Anoka on ETV. Bottom of the 4th inning here. Getting ready to go. Ellie Johnson has come in partway through the 1st inning. and has effectively shut down the Tornadoes. From a defensive perspective, Maddie Kenzie remains at second base for Ella Bailey while she recovers from that ground ball that hit her in the shoulder, but everybody else remains the same. And Ellie Johnson is ready to start this inning off against Abby Dusterhoff, the catcher. Ball low. Abby had that little first base, a little squibber in the first inning for a hit, and a fly ball out to Gabby Beerley in center field for her second. Runs the count to 2-0. Hard line drive, gonna make it into the right center gap, gonna get past, all the way out to the fence with a stand-up double. Abby is one of their better hitters. She has a .435 batting average. Brooklyn Jones now comes up to bat. Also one of their core hitters, batting .450 coming into this game. And she's 2 for 2 in this game. She hit a fly ball, or hit a fly ball out to center field and a ground ball to center field. So looking to go right back up the middle.
Good job, Two-Line, good job.
Anoka has 8 hits on the afternoon. They've left 5, struck out 4 times. Off-speed pitch. Gets across for that first pitch strike. Looking to work with the runner at second base. A little bit outside on that pitch. Brooklyn turned on that one hard, fouls it into the fence on the third base side. Just a long foul for LEJ though. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're at the 3-4-5 hitters for Anoka. Wildcats don't want any more runs up on that board. There's a long fly ball, hooking foul, well hit by Brooklyn. Would have been a home run if it was straight, but it's just a long, long strike.
Timed it up nicely.
Might not want to go with off-speed pitch here. Fly ball out to right field. Emma Stahlberger measures it up. They're going to try to run. Emma got her dead to rights. Holy cow. Great throw by Emma Stahlberger. They try to get aggressive with the base running on the base pass by Anoka, and it comes back to bite them. Emma Stahlberger throws a perfect strike to Jalen Hemsworth, makes the play. They're 2 outs.
Hey, let's go here, 1-7.
Now batting, the 4th hitter, first baseman Zoe Crump. She's 1 for 2 in that game today. Hard ground ball. Foul ball. She had a hard hit ground ball in the first inning and a fly out to left field in the second inning. This is her 3rd at bat. One thing that can happen with a pitcher that throws the velocity that LEJ does is that second time through they start to time it up a little bit better, especially the better hitters start to think about it a little bit less and just go with their instincts. We have a 1-1 count. She's looking to get the Tornadoes going again after the strong play by Emma Stahlberger from right field. That was a really great throw. Ground ball to shortstop Addie Goyle, over to first base, makes the play, retires the side, and we are through 4 innings, with the Tornadoes still leading 5-1. Top of the 5th inning. We're in the top of the 5th inning with the Anoka Tornadoes winning 5-1. Emma Stahlberger hopes to take that great throw from right field to the plate and get us started for the Wildcats. Hard line drive off the pitcher's glove. Emma's hustling down to first base. She beats it out and gets the hit. Alexa tried to make a great effort at that, just went off the end of her glove. Probably would have gotten past the shortstop as well. But a great way to start the inning for the Wildcats. Now batted the senior, Catherine Vandalak. That's a high fly ball out to left field. Sydney Kress is underneath it, makes a nice play to rejudge and take another step backwards to haul that in for the first out of the inning. So we have a substitute, number 56. Jaden Turner is going to get her first varsity experience. She's a freshman, plays on the JV team. Here to help. So 1 out. Jaden's had a really nice season down so far at the JV level. My guess is that it's just a straight pinch hit for Ellie Johnson. Ellie will be back on the mound, I would assume. Haven't been told exactly what's going on, but 2 balls. Alexa Dusterhoff pitching really well in this game. She was 1-3 coming in. Jaden's worked it to a 3-0 count. She had pitched 14 innings, 20 strikeouts, ERA of 6, so 3-0 green light for Jaden Turner. Fouls the ball down the third base line. With a 3-1 count, I'd be coaching her to be pretty picky here. Hasn't really thrown her a strike yet. That really wasn't a strike either. Definitely not Jaden's pitch. There's the pitch that she's looking for. Going to go over to first base. So third base to first base on the ground out. Moves Emma over into second base. And it brings up Jalen Hemsworth. Good hard swing there by Jalen on inside pitch. The Wildcats only have 2 strikeouts in this game. Alexa's working down in the zone here. Looking not to give up a big hit. Jalen will try to ruin that for her. Two ball, one strike count. 2 outs. Emma Stahlberger's at second base. Ground ball over here to Bree Thies. Makes a nice play all the way across the full 85 feet. That ball was at the base at third and retires the side. So after a leadoff hit by Emma Stahlberger, the Wildcats can't get her any closer to score, and it's 5-1 going to the bottom of the 5th inning on ETV. All right, here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. Anoka still clinging on to that five runs in the first inning, up 5-1. The 5, 6, 7 hitters are coming up for the Tornadoes. As we talked about, Ellie J is back into the lineup pitching, and also re-entering for Maddie Kenzie is second baseman Ella Bailey. First pitch ball looked like it was close. Good pitch there by Ellie Johnson. Has come in and done a really nice job in her first varsity experience. Kept the Anoka hitters off balance. There's a hard line drive into right or left center field. It's going to get all the way to the fence. Alexa's going to get into second base with a stand-up double. The Tornadoes are going to have a courtesy for the pitcher. It's going to be number 15, Megan Farrell, senior. So this brings up Bree Thies. Bree looks like she plays about half the time. She had that hard ground ball. She's got 2 hits on the day. She had that hard ground ball off the second baseman's shoulder and a line drive out to left field. Had a called strike right there. One to one count. Ellie Johnson's looking to get through this 5th inning. Hard line drive out to right field. Emma Stahlberger is there. She fires over to Jalen Hemsworth. Over her head, though. So great catch by Emma. She came up firing to 3, overthrew Jalen, and the runner wasn't advancing, so probably an ill-timed throw right there. Moves the runner over. Brings up Haley Thurber, as we talked about. Hasn't had a lot of experience at the varsity level yet. Has 2 called strikeouts. There's the showing the bunt. Gonna go to 3. They're gonna, oh, has the play, got underneath the tag. So Jalen Hemsworth knew that the runner was coming down the baseline, faked it to first, and unfortunately just had the tossed into Megan Dierberger just a shade too late and a shade too high, allowing allowing Megan to slide underneath the tag, called safe for the 6th run of the game. Ball low. Line drive off of Sarah Borger's glove. Runner advances from first to third on the line drive. The ball just out of the reach of Sarah Borger. Great effort there by Sarah. So Haley advances from first to third. The ball just kind of squibbed away. Emma Stahlberger was quick to retrieve it, get it back in, but wasn't able to get the throw at 3. Gonna bunt another one down the baseline, gonna let it roll foul. Great play by Jalen Hemsworth there. Ball is a foul ball. Thurber will have to go back to third base. You can see what Coach Tony is doing over there for Anoka. She's really trying to put the pressure on the defense to try to make a play. With the bottom part of her lineup looking like they've got some bunting ability. So we have Sydney Kress is up. Gonna bunt again. Too late again. It's a tag. It's just a little too late. Great effort by the Tornadoes, but also a great effort by the Wildcats to make those plays. So the Tornadoes score 2 runs now in the inning. The last 2 runs on the bunts. Not sure if she would have been able to turn around to throw it down to first base. It's a quick bang bang play, but just not quite there. And it brings up the top of the order with Maddie Spa, who, by the way, is a senior, and she will be continuing her education and her softball career at St. Cloud State University next year. So with 1 out, Wildcats are looking to get an out here. Obviously, Anoka would like to build on their lead. First and second. Ball high. We're at 3-0. So after coming in, Ellie Johnson has had a couple of bunts and a couple of balls that were hit a little bit harder. It's the kind of game that Christian is going to give some of these girls an experience. It's a high fly ball, tailing away from right fielder Emma Stahlberger. She gets it and she's going to throw to third base again. The 3rd time she's done it. This time just a little bit off. Good play tracking that ball. It kept tailing towards center field. But Emma called off Gabby, made a good play. Does advance the runners. There's 2 outs in the inning. 2nd and 3rd. Paige Schultz is at 3rd. Sydney Kress is at 2nd. Brings up number 18, Abby Dusterhoff. She has 2 hits on the afternoon. She had a double to right center that was just laced in her last at bat. She also had a squibber little hit in the first inning and a fly out to Gabby in the second. Ball high. So we have a 1-1 count. Off-speed pitch gets past Addie Goyle, gonna come in firing, looking to knock it down. Tornadoes scored 2 more runs. The ball just bounced over the top of Addie Goyle's glove, a play that she normally makes. So the air there will land Abby at second base, and the Tornadoes score 2 more runs on the ball as it skips into center field to Gabby Beerley. Hard ground ball past Jalen Hemsworth at third, and now this is what we talked about earlier, that they're teeing up the pitching from Ellie Johnson and hit the ball hard now. That will score Abby Dusterhoff from second, and a double for Brooklyn Jones. All right, so the Wildcats are going to make a pitching change here. Ellie Johnson will be out of the game. She pitched really well through 4 and 2/3 innings. Brings in another freshman, Jaden Turner, who batted for LEJ. Jaden's another JV pitcher, getting some experience here at the varsity level against Anoka. She'll inherit a runner at second base, with Anoka taking a 10-1 lead. So it's just a tough way that the softball works sometimes after that really good win for the Wildcats over Bloomington Jefferson. They come back and in a game that they would normally think that they should be a little more competitive in, they find themselves down 10-1. So next up is Zoe Crump, first baseman. Jaden's throwing to Megan. There's a hard line drive out to left field, gets past Nicole Casilius, gonna score a run, and that will be the game. That's a 10-run lead after 5 innings. Ball just gets past Nicole Casilius, and the girl's gonna score. She's gonna score anyway on that play, but it's 11-1. So because of the 10-run rule after 5 innings, the game is over. And thank you for joining us. For Daryl Borger, this is Chad Bailey. We'll be having the next game against the Wayzata Trojans here at 6 o'clock. Thank you for joining us on ETV.